and welcome to our Wednesday night live broadcast. We are coming to you live via YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So welcome if you're joining us. And if you're catching this on the rebroadcast, welcome as well. I know not everyone has the opportunity to join us live, and I just want you to know that we appreciate you when you do jump on with us for the recorded version. Speaking of recordings, make sure that you are subscribed to us on YouTube if you catch us on YouTube for the recordings, so that you'll be notified when we do post a video. And if you're catching us on Facebook, if you hit that like button, and also make sure that you are connected to receive notifications from us, you'll also know when we go live and when we have posted a video or a post on our Facebook page. So tonight we're going to do something a little different and hopefully a little bit fun, or maybe be the thing tonight for you that will kind of be that missing puzzle piece that you're looking for in your search for what intermittent fasting might be able to do for you if you are on a quest for some answers to what it is you are going through as an aging woman today, in today's world. There are a lot of us, and we all seem to be suffering from the same things at the same phase of life. And through our community here and through the course that we offer online, we have really been able to help women turn some things around for themselves, take control of their health again, and really find some nice balance in this process that we're going through that we call aging. And a lot of the women that we have going through our course have been really finding a way to age gracefully and live their most authentic life. And that's the ultimate goal for us women as we go through this aging process. So welcome if you're jumping on with us. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And for me, about 2 years ago, I think, I actually stopped living my most authentic life when I kept trying to do the same things over and over again that I had done in the past. Little quick fixes or dramatic things that I was doing to lose weight suddenly stopped working for me. And so I felt like I was in this total rat race of failure and was putting my body in a state of sickness. I talk here a lot and share a lot about how I had become insulin resistant. I was on the verge of becoming diabetic. I was gaining a bunch of weight, feeling horrible physically, and pretty sure my thyroid was tanking, and I was on like the cusp of, I'm sure, some sort of autoimmune disease, because everything that I was feeling symptoms wise was the same exact thing that a lot of my girlfriends and even women that I was coaching with their nutrition and their fitness were going through as well, and had been diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. And so I refused to kind of go down the doctor road. I went and got some baseline blood work, which is where I figured out I was insulin resistant and pre-diabetic, and decided to do some research and take some matters into my own hands, and went to the internet and to books and started reading and researching and then implementing. And a lot of the implementation that I did was trial and error. In the beginning, it was a lot more error than anything else. And I found myself even more frustrated with what I was trying to do to regain my health, and decided to start tweaking a few things by implementing what I knew from the nutrition and fitness experience that I had with some of the things that I was seeing, and was able to really put together a method of intermittent fasting that is working amazingly well for today's aging woman. And so what we thought we would do tonight is share some of the testimonials that have come through our course recently. And these testimonials have been coming back to us since March when we first started this course. We've had thousands of women successfully complete our course now. But I thought, if you're that person or that woman who's sort of been, behind the scenes and kind of watching and listening and not really sure if this is going to work for you, hopefully some of these testimonials that we'll share with you tonight will give you just that extra little push or a little bit of confidence or hope that you too can be helped with what it is we're doing with intermittent fasting for today's aging woman. Now, aging woman, I must clearly define here, is any woman who is of the adult age. So we start aging as women as soon as our bodies start changing. And the aging process just naturally takes place. Oftentimes, what happens when we get into that perimenopausal or menopausal, or even for some of us, the postmenopausal stage, we're sort of taught or led to believe that we are not allowed to go through that process naturally. And so when we're in our, puberty years or our childbearing years, we know what to expect because it's talked about openly and women share those experiences. Then as we start to age, for some reason, we stop sharing and we stop talking as women. I don't know if it's because the changes that we're making that happen to our body at this stage are the things that we're not really looking forward to, or maybe we don't understand ourselves. I know there was a lot that I didn't understand, but it doesn't mean that we can't go through the same or go through this stage the same way we did our childbearing years and our puberty years, where we can just let our body do what it has been designed to do, and that's go through the process. And that's exactly what we try to teach here in this community, and what we try to honor here in this community is the opportunity for a woman to make decisions for herself based on the signs and signals that her body is sending her, the authentic life in which she chooses to live, and through some trial and error to see if she can figure out for herself what her body needs to stay healed and so she can look and feel her best. And so I'm going to share with you some of the comments that we just received from some women who have gone through our course and have done just that. And like I said, I hope this will be that piece to the puzzle that will finally complete things for you and give you the hope that this way of life and this style of living could do maybe some of this for you too. So the first comment, and I am going to just read initials of these women because I am very, very big on privacy and making sure that no one is exploited here. If you follow me on any social media platform, I don't show before and after pictures. We don't talk about weight loss. We don't talk about sizes really. All of that is very personal and should be very private. So you won't see me splashing a bunch of before and after pictures around, and you also won't hear me talking about weight or posting weight or anything like that unless we absolutely get permission. And often what happens with women when they reach a point of success, and this is why I always recommend that women take before and after pictures. I don't need to see them. I ask them to take them for themselves because as soon as you have an after picture, you treat that before picture sort of like a trophy. Like, oh my gosh, this is where I was, and you'll show it to everyone, but look at me now. When you are in the before stages, trust me, you want to hold those pictures close and you don't want anybody else to see them. But I highly recommend if you're going through a process of some sort of transformation with yourself, that you do take some before pictures, you do take a before weight, you do take some before measurements, and you just tuck them away somewhere privately, nice and safe, and you only pull them out when you're ready to show them off as a trophy. And so some of these results that I'll be sharing with you tonight are exactly that for women. They're their trophy. They're their success that now they're willing to talk about where they were because now they're in a completely new place. So I will just read their initials because I do like to protect other women's privacy, and I'm very humbled and very grateful that women actually are willing to share and have allowed us permission to share this publicly so that you might feel confident about jumping in and doing something great for yourself. So the first one is from AS. She was in our, I think she was in one of our summer courses. I think it was May, but this is what she just shared with us. Just wanted to give you a quick thank you. If it wasn't for your post about Diane and IF, I don't know where I would be today. So Kara, my assistant, had shared some stuff on her Facebook page and one of her friends saw her post. So this is her friend. I went to the doctor last month and my blood results were amazing. My doctor said I no longer need thyroid medication or iron. I have been on both since I was 17. Thank you so much. It has truly changed my way of life. So if you're one of those women out there who is taking thyroid medication and you think that you'll have to take thyroid medication forever, there might be an opportunity for you to no longer need that type of medication. Now, this is where I have to stop and say that I am not a doctor and I cannot give any kind of medical advice, and I'm not encouraging anyone to throw away their prescription bottles or go against their doctor's advice. But what we do in this community is we just think about nutrition differently, and we think about our bodies differently, and we really tune in to those signs and signals that our body is telling us. If you're doing something that your body is not appreciating or that your body doesn't like, it's telling you. And oftentimes we're shut off from listening to those signs and signals. So in our course, we turn those signs and signals back on, and most importantly, we listen to them. And as we're listening to them, we adjust, and we start making adjustments in accordance to what we're feeling and what we're seeing. And then what happens is our body starts to heal itself through the fasting process. And then we end up being in a position where we can go into our doctors, have some blood work done, and then be able to walk out with no more medication. And that happens more often than not through the women who are learning how to use intermittent fasting for today's aging woman protocols as a way of living their life. So that was from AS, no longer on thyroid medication or iron supplementation. So our second testimonial is from a student whose initials are AG. She says this: in 2005, I was at a 5.9 A1C, pre-diabetic. 2016, I was at 6.1. Last month, I was 5.6. I haven't done again in January, so it's my goal to get it lower by then using what I've learned in the course. So she has gradually lowered her A1C by learning how to intermittent fast in a way that her body has the opportunity to heal itself. That's all we're asking the women in our courses to do, is just learn how to let your body do its job. And your body's job is really to heal itself. We just forget about that by the way that we are taught how to use nutrition in our day-to-day life. And it really is not what our body needs. So AG has lowered her A1C and is no longer in a pre-diabetic state. Then we have AH. I don't know why we have all the A women giving us testimonials tonight, but she was in our August course, so just a couple of months ago. And this is what she shared with us. Intermittent fasting was a game changer for my life. Several years I battled with IBS, and instead of medicating, I turned to nutrition. Eating soups and trying to figure out what was bothering my gut was a constant concern. I also was searching for a lifestyle that supported my desire to stay fit without having to work my body into the ground. Not only has intermittent fasting been healing to my gut, it has resulted in more energy, no more bloating, balanced hormones, and a 12-pound weight loss. I understand why intermittent fasting works and easily adopted the lifestyle after figuring out what works for my body. It's an amazing journey that I would highly recommend. Thank you, Diane. So, another student in our August course who no longer has unhealthy gut issues, and I know that that is a big concern for a lot of people, and they're taking a bunch of things to try to heal their gut, when in the reality, the best thing that you can do to heal your gut is to just let your gut be empty for a while and let your gut heal itself. And so through what AH learned in our course and how to intermittent fast correctly by listening to her body, she was able to heal several things that were going on in her body and had been troubling her for quite some time. So we're going to read another testimonial, and this is from someone who was just in our September course, and this is what she had to say. I'd really like to thank you, Di, for sharing all your knowledge and for supporting us. I started IF on the 30th of August and have lost 3.5 kilograms in 5.5 weeks and 1 inch around my waist. It took 8.5 weeks to lose that much weight on Weight Watchers in 2001. When losing weight was easier. And it was a labor-intensive counting and recording all those food and exercise points. So if you've ever been on Weight Watchers, you know that they have a point system for managing nutrition and exercise. IF has been easy. I started at a 17-7 protocol. So that basically means that she was fasting for 17 hours and feasting for 7, with a couple of 18-6 and for 26 days, and then 21 hours of fasting with 3 hours of feasting for the last 10 days, and a brisk walk for 20 to 30 minutes. I am full of energy, sleep better. Pain in her fingers and toes has just totally gone away. Inflammation has gone down, and she doesn't retain fluids like she used to. So we all know about that as bloating. I enjoy eating and cooking so much more and make healthy food choices because I prefer it 99% of the time. Cravings, emotional eating, and binging have gone, and I have lots of extra time to do things. Let's see what else she said. No more frequent urgent trips to the bathroom or getting up in the middle of the night or looking around for a public toilet all the time. So oftentimes when women have water retention issues, then we also suffer from sort of those stress incontinence type of situations. And when you're not retaining water and you're not bloated, those symptoms and signals go away as well. Let's see. IF has been life-changing, and I'm so grateful that I finally found the answer to good health and permanent weight loss. I still want to lose another 4.5 kilograms, but I am not stressed or anxious about whether or when it will happen because I know it will. Thank you, Diane. So those are just a few of the women who have gone through our course and have found a way to live in their life in a healthy way while they are still being authentic. So you're not having to give up or be on a diet or count points or live in the kitchen prepping food all day. You just learn how to live within your life with food that is present, that's going to make you look and feel your best, and then of course live most authentically. Now, these women come from all over the world, so it's not just the United States women who are suffering from this. We literally have women in our course who are from all over the world. We also have women in our course who range from their mid-20s up to their 90s. So age is that thing with intermittent fasting, that it doesn't matter what grouping you are of age, as long as you're a woman, and your desire is to be healthier, and your desire is to look and feel your best, and your desire is to live your most authentic life, and you haven't really found what works for you yet, then intermittent fasting will work for you. Age is not that thing that is going to either make you eligible or ineligible for great results with intermittent fasting. All you need to do is have an open mind and be willing to do the work to get yourself to that point. So I wanted to share these testimonials with you because I know for myself as a woman, sometimes I hear what's going on with intermittent fasting and it can be so confusing. Can I do this? Can I do that? Should I do this? And oftentimes we find people who are talking about intermittent fasting who are kind of barking a bunch of orders at us and telling us either we are not allowed to do intermittent fasting because we're women, or we can only do intermittent fasting a certain way because we're women, or we're allowed to do these certain things within our fasting window, which really isn't true. So what we've really tried to do here with this community, and what we really try to teach you as women, is to figure it out for yourself with some guidelines of what we know scientifically works with our body, because what our body is designed to do for itself. And then we coach you along the way, and we offer you accountability and support and the tweaks that you need to figure out what's best for you. So you can be that woman that can get these same results. You can be the woman that can live your most authentic life. And no matter what your age is or where you're starting on your journey, you have the opportunity to look and feel your best. And that is our ultimate goal. And like I said, we do not offer any kind of medical advice or suggestions as far as what to do with your medical situation that you're currently dealing with. We just ask you to think about considering some different ways of doing things. And I always say to women when they ask me, well, I have this XYZ condition, will intermittent fasting work for me? And the most common response I give back to a woman when I get that question is, well, how is what you're doing today working for you? And we have to realize as women that we're in this position for a reason. And we're exactly where we're supposed to be because of the way that we've been taught to live with food, the way we've been conditioned socially, emotionally to be around food. And so we're exactly where we're supposed to be because of the way we've lived with food our entire lives, whether we've been dieting, overeating, stress eating, unconsciously eating, whatever it is that we've been doing, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right place for us or that there's no other way to do it. And so when we break all those past things away and just go right back to the basics of what our incredible female bodies were designed to do, and we allow our incredible female bodies to do exactly what they're supposed to do, and we just get out of the way and become very conscious with ourselves and listen to those signs and signals, and then we adapt new practices that will allow those signs and signals to be what we want them to be, we create change. And oftentimes that change comes in the form of healing. And for a lot of us, it comes in the form of what we hope we can have at this stage of life. And that's those amazing anti-aging benefits that intermittent fasting brings as well. So hopefully this helped answer some questions or fill in some gaps for you. I'm going to go on and welcome everyone who's jumped on with us. If you have a testimonial that you would like to share, I will go ahead and read it if you've posted it in the comment section. And then I'll welcome everyone who has jumped on with us tonight. So if you guys don't mind on Facebook, I'm going to go over here to YouTube really quick. And I will go ahead and say hello, Sandra. Hello, Renee. Good to see you. Nikita, happy Wednesday. From Washington, I'm starting the November 4th course and couldn't be more excited. My main goal is to age gracefully while feeling my very best. Well, girlfriend, you will hit your goal. Trust me. That seems to be what everyone's leaving with. Kelly from the August group, alumni from Denver. Hello, Dana. Back again from Washington State. Had sugar today and yesterday. How do you feel after? Oh, did you have Halloween candy? Ugh. Nikita, tomorrow is a new day, Dana. Yes, it is. Drink lots of water and get that gook out of you. Heather, October group in the alumni group presently. Awesome. Linda from September, an alumni group, which I'm loving. Oh, good, Linda. I'm so glad. April from Albuquerque's here. Susan, June, an alumni group. I love this style of eating. My body is functioning better than it has for the last 15 years. Chronic fatigue since 2003, no more. Awesome, Susan, that's awesome. Chronic fatigue is horrible. Let's see. Rob, hello. Mrs. B, hello there. I absolutely love IF. I fell over the weekend, but I am trying to get back on track. I am finding that I am fatigued since I bounced off IF. Is that normal? Yeah, because your body isn't used to whatever it is you're doing that's different. So the beautiful thing about intermittent fasting is you can jump right back in, just fast, and your body will self-correct. So it's pretty easy to get back in. The biggest struggle with when women fall off intermittent fasting is not always so much what we're dealing with physically, it's what we're dealing with emotionally. So the best thing you can do for yourself if you've fallen off the wagon, I guess is what a lot of people call it. I just call it a decision that you made. So if you made the decision to kind of walk away from your intermittent fasting practices, just make the decision to walk back to them and just start fasting again and stay out of your head. What you did was what you did, and you just go right back on your journey and you'll be fine. I've lost 8 pounds in the first month after gaining 10 pounds for the last 5 years. So you lost 8 pounds. So Dana lost 8 pounds in the first month, and she had 10 pounds stuck on her for the last 5 years. That is awesome. Awesome. Kristen, absolutely crazy October and so excited to be back on IF today. So much more energy even after flying 13 hours yesterday. Yeah, intermittent fasting is great for flying recovery. It's just amazing. Okay, so let me see over here who I got on Facebook tonight. Brandy's here. I tried so many things to try and unlock the stubborn menopausal weight. This was the key, and so grateful for you and how you present this to all of us. IF for life. I lost, not missing it, so it's not really lost, 21 pounds and holding happy. Brandy, that's awesome. 21 pounds. You fasted away. Congratulations. Gina, hello. Maxine, hello. Valerie, not having cravings. Yes. Janet, the scale's not always an accurate way to gauge how you are doing. A1C from 4.6 to 4.8 in 3 months. Janet, I swear, every time I talk to you, it seems like your results are getting better. I love it. Gone from a size 16 to a 12 in 5 months. I weigh the first of every month. Weighed this morning, and I'm up 2 pounds and not worried. I'm getting healthy. You've been doing some exercising too, right, Janet? And oftentimes when you start back to exercising, or you're doing some exercising, you can put on a little bit of weight, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Let's see. Menia, mid-July, an alumni. Yes, IF works. Yes, it does. And Sophia, hello. Okay, not too many comments here tonight. Lots of people on and not a lot of comments. Let's see if we got some more down here. Yvonne, you can totally share my story. Yvonne, here, let me see. Let's see if you put it on here. Yvonne, looking to keep symptoms of menopause under control. Keep away from prediabetes status. Keep away from prescription meds. Reverse aging. Basically, the fountain of youth. I was able to get off meds. Oh yeah, and then she had Yvonne had asthma and allergies really bad, and she no longer has to take her medicine for asthma or allergies, and she lost 25 pounds. Amazing. Valerie, let's see, Nicole, Eaton, I haven't seen you forever, girlfriend, I miss you. Pamela, love the freedom of IS. Pamela had some great results as well. Sarah from Utah, June and alumni course, welcome. Linda from Colorado, September class and alumni. This has been so good for me. Awesome. Okay. Valerie, should I join the short course if I'm the current one? I don't want to miss the holiday advice. No, Valerie, we gift that to all current students, so you don't have to worry about it. If you've taken a course in the past, you're going to get the holiday information as a bonus, so don't worry about it. We got you covered, girlfriend. We will always take care of our people. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions or comments we got here. Nope. Okay, that's good. Yes, walk twice a day and line dancing. Yeah, who knows? 2 pounds is nothing. If you think about it, it could just be a water gain. I always say if you go, I'm always a plus or minus 5 pound girl myself. And as long as I stay within that plus or minus 5 pounds, I don't worry about anything. If I go over 5, then it's usually something I'm doing unconsciously or maybe consciously, and I just need to do a quick correction. And if I'm losing more than 5 pounds without really trying, then I always look and see what's, pay attention to what's going on too. So just use a 5 pound gauge, and that for women, that's a good emotional stability kind of weight control thing. Let's see. Barbara, I'm a new subscriber, loving my IF, seems to be easier. Thanks for what you said about going off the wagon. I feel the same way. Yep. It's all, when we feel bad about something nutritionally, it's guilt more than physical, right? And so we have to learn how to speak to ourselves in a different way and use kind words and use the whole positive self-talk, because we can beat ourselves up so badly. And trust me, if you just make a decision, get back on, and don't do this negative self-talk, everything will self-correct. Your body is so intelligent. It knows exactly where it likes to be. It knows what it likes to be in a healthy place. It likes to be energized. It likes to be when it's functioning the way it's designed to function. And that's when those signs and signals completely change. So make sure that your brain doesn't interfere with that, or your emotional things that you're holding on to don't hold you in that place of self-destruction, because that's what's going to really get you off the wagon. Remember, a day or two is a decision. It's not falling off a wagon. It's not failing, and it's not quitting. It's a decision. Just change your decision-making process and you'll get right back on. And it's okay. Sometimes you have to make those decisions. They're not life-threatening. You'll be fine. Just get yourself back where you need to be. Okay, Dana, I actually gained 10 pounds per year for the last 5 years for a total of 50 pounds. For the first time, I'm down, but in a month rather than a whole year, I feel so much better. Sugar, yuck. Dana, yes, totally. And you'll be, here's the other thing. I'm a new subscriber. Okay, I already read that one. Here's the other thing about my women and holidays. And if you're a past or current student of ours, don't worry, we are going to make sure you're in the holiday course. For the people who've just been following us and haven't jumped in a course yet, you guys, this holiday course is designed for you. It is designed to get you on the IF fast track. It's designed to get you through the holidays. It's designed to make sure that when January 1st comes, we're not making nutrition or weight loss resolutions. We're making life goal resolutions and resolutions that are going to get us to having our best year ever. We're going to start ahead of the game because we're going to have all the tools, and we're going to be figuring out why it is that we've become so self-destructive around such amazing times, right? Like, I mean, we're coming up on some amazing times through this next couple of months of the holiday season. Why do we want to spend any time feeling bad about decisions that we're making? Why do we want to let ourselves get depressed or stressed out or thrown off a wagon? We don't want that. Let's be present with the people that we love. Let's be present with the traditions that our family has. Let's be the ones that show up to the family event that everybody's asking what you're doing because you look amazing. Like, let's be those people that's holiday season. And it's really easy to do. I mean, if you start on November 4th, by the time the first US holiday comes here in Thanksgiving, y'all will be home free. Like, you'll be so ahead of the game. You'll be walking into Thanksgiving like with all kinds of tools and tricks and emotional well-being about what you're about to head into with a completely feasting holiday. And you're going to leave that holiday feeling empowered and strong and confident, and the next day you're going to be able to conquer the world because you won't have anything to make up for. And that's really our goal with putting this holiday mini course together. And you can take the holiday mini course in the month of December too, to get you through the December holidays. And then, like I said, by January 1st, our goal is to have this community of women on fire and ready to tackle 2018 with a vengeance. Like, it's going to be our best year ever as a group of aging women. And the only way you can do that is if you start without having to make up for lost time. And so don't let November and December be lost time for you because of food and because of socializing and because of someone else's way of creating holiday around frivolous food and unnecessary things. And that's exactly what we're hoping to teach you, to be able to live among without having to live within. And it just takes some tools and a different way of looking at things. So if you haven't already jumped on, I would love to have you guys jump in with this on November 4th. Like I said, all of our current people, you're going to be in there with us. You're going to be taking the same exact course because we'll all be going through the holidays together, and everyone has different experiences with holidays, and everyone has different stuff that they deal with family and food and all those kind of things. And so we're gonna all be in this together because I really do want to start the new year with all of you on a path of not having to make up for lost time. So registration will stay open for this current group that starts on the 4th of November through late Friday, probably Saturday, because we know there's some people who jump in late. Our goal is to not turn anyone away. So if you feel like you want to jump in with us and maybe you missed the cutoff, just email us and we'll see if we can work something out. And then Kara and I have been talking about possibly keeping enrollment open for the holiday course through November and December, and just not doing a formal monthly start date, so that if you decide on the 14th of November that this is something that you want to do, you have the opportunity to take the course and you'll just be kind of doing it on your own. So my goal is to always look out for you women and not cut anybody off or turn anyone away who really does need the support or does need the experience of intermittent fasting to help them live a healthier life. So we're always on your side. Just message us and we will hook you up. So Kara has posted the registration link. Please join us if you are struggling. It is a quick fix going through the course, and it'll be something that will be the best investment you can make for yourself for this year and years to come. So thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. Hopefully I didn't take too much of your time away from the World Series. You can go back and see what the score is. Maybe you can update me on Facebook or something. And then we will touch base again next week. I am off tomorrow night. We're going to celebrate with Team Rubicon tomorrow night at their fundraiser. So I will do some pictures and probably some video from there so I can share that experience with you guys, since you guys have been along on that journey with us and helped us do an amazing thing for that organization. So we'll be off tomorrow night. I'm sure we'll be around somewhere on social media throughout the weekend. My goal is to do more spontaneous live broadcasts and share some things about our life and how I manage my day-to-day intermittent fasting and feasting with you guys. So just stay tuned. If for any reason you can't catch me live, it'll always be posted in a video, so you can always come back and catch it later. But my goal is is to really share more of what I'm doing to manage my life as an aging woman and how I'm doing it with the family and everything that I have going on in my life, so you can see the real world aspect of it. It's not always pretty and it's not always easy, but it always gets done. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. Have a super, super night. If you have any questions about the course or anything about intermittent fasting, you know you always have access to my email. Please feel free to email me. And then we're going to start talking a little bit more about what we're going to be doing for our fitness stuff coming up through the next couple months in January as well. So stay tuned for that also. Have a super night, you guys. Thanks for being here.